Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Boise State Broncos offense will have the first possession of the game. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Quickly to the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Straight ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Trying to slam in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
2nd down coming up. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Reading the option, it's Cano. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
With the run on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Finds his man. It's Fisher. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gilliam. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Looking to throw on second down. He's got it. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Gilliam. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Smashes through. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
To the air on first down. Got his man. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Cano. He's got the back in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run from the shotgun. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Running the option, it's Cano. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side,
deep shot for the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out fast. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete on the right side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. He'll pull it down. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Looking downfield, it's Cano. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find some.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It's complete. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Boise State. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Fisher. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half? Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. Houston wants to play fast. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw.
The Broncos will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Luna. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably...
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And nice job by the defense. The quarterbacks had some good success running the football. All eyes on him. They were locked in. They had nowhere to go with the football, and I like it. They finished the run with a nice physical tackle. Get an extra lick on that QB.
Got the back over the middle. Jumped on top of the pile. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have bounce. Can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw, it's Cano. Feeling some heat. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. The Broncos are threatening in the red zone. He'll do it himself. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways.
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 15 over the Coyotes. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Caught in the backfield, it's Fisher. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got his man on the right. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Let's go! Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Cougars line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He'll ride his man on the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Running back searching for a hole. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Trying to pick up a first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The big fullback's got it. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
He'll keep it himself. Makes a man miss. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Looking to go up top on first down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And now on second down for this offense. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown Broncos. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got his man on the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On second down, he's looking downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilliam. The Cougars moving quickly to the line. They want to just keep throwing it. He lobs one high down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. The give to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rusher.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Back to throw, it's Cano. Takes a hit as he fires. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
With the catch, it's Gilliam. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Wants to throw on first down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Broncos will hustle to the line. He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. You've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
Quickly complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Cano. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Boise State. And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes the catch. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Trying to find his man on first down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Coming after him. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The back goes in motion. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. He wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Grab near the marker. It's Gilliam. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. They want to throw it. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.